Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, man, the champ here, bringing you another weekly ride along, and I think our second ever rainy day ride along. It's all the way back in episode 2. I think we're on like episode 15 now, 16, something like that. Damn. But anyways, guys, so Extreme Rules, the horror show, happened this Sunday, and Dougie, I know you didn't watch it, so you feel free to just if you don't have anything to add, don't worry about it. But I saw it. Brandon, I'm pretty sure you saw some of it.
I saw most of it, yes.
Okay.
I heard most of it, but I didn't really see it.
Well, okay. And Trouble, I'm assuming you watched it?
Hell yeah, I watched it. An eye for an eye, brah.
That was fucked up.
Yeah, that's right.
Did a police car pull over another police car?
I don't know. Did it?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Okay.
You, sir, are not going fast enough.
Why for not?
Anyway, so let's talk about it. I think the opening match is what, the women's title? SmackDown
Yeah.
women's title?
Yes.
Bayley versus Nikki Cross. I skipped through it, so I didn't see what happened, but I think Bayley won thanks to interference with Sasha Banks.
There was a pre-show match too.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Kevin Owens versus Murphy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
I didn't even watch it.
I don't tape the pre-shows.
Yeah, you don't miss much.
I don't tape the pre-show. Yeah.
That match was so irrelevant that they didn't even talk about it on the main show.
I know, right?
I didn't even know that happened. Yo.
Me neither. Till Vernon just mentioned it.
Yeah, but
Good job, KO. Whoop, whoop.
KO won. The Montreal idiot.
Speaking of Montreal, you guys missed it. Daniel had a hell of a story for us. If we were to go into it, we would probably be here all night. So
Yeah.
that's it was interesting, to say the very least. But anyway, so Bayley retains her title, which was pretty obvious. It was shenanigans, though. Like I said, I skipped the match, so I didn't really see it. But any of you guys actually watch it?
I saw it, but I didn't really care much for it.
No? Anything interesting happen?
Not really.
No?
Well, that match to me was pretty competitive. I just found it to be a little shorter than normal, but not as short as the original before the Women's Revolution, but shorter than the great matches that take place nowadays
Yeah.
after the Women's Revolution. So, it was a good opening contest. I just didn't see the title change happening. So.
No. Okay, so we were going to have actually, no, wait, no, that didn't happen yet.
Mind you, that was the only title change of the night.
This upcoming match, yeah. They just added, of course they did. They added the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, Kofi Kingston and Big E, the New Day versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh,
Of course they added
match.
tables match, yeah.
tables match.
That wasn't a bad match. I love that spot where Kofi dive off the ring, and then Cesaro and Shinsuke lift up the table, so he smacked face first into it. That was a funny spot. It's just like in the face. It was funny. The ending though, that was great. Like I knew it happens all the time. I guess you'd call it a cliche, but the guy who sets up the tables usually ends up going through them, and that's exactly what we got. We had Kofi set up the table stack, and then we got put through it, double power bomb through the table. So new tag team champions, Cesaro and Shinsuke. Will you fucking thank you? Jesus Christ.
What?
The camera was so blurry there for a minute. I just kept trying to readjust it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that, guys. This camera's when it's darker out like this, it gets camera gets blurry a lot for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's all the lights and stuff. But yeah, so new tag team champions, guys. So question: how long do you think it's gonna be before New Day gets the titles back? I mean, they're already 8-time champions as it is. You know they're gonna get another title reign soon.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the next big deal. They're gonna take it.
They're gonna
SummerSlam.
redeem them in
Or
SummerSlam.
that, or they could take it at the next big deal, or
Whatever that's gonna
whatever
be.
it could-
I want to go on a limb and I want to say like November, December.
True.
That long, eh? Huh. So usually it's not very long.
I think Cesaro and Shinsuke is a great tag team. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Cesaro's a 7-time
they got
champion
the
now.
The Swiss Army taking on the high flying,
It's
the
a
high
Swiss
flying
cyborg.
action, Swiss Army, the high flying action. So it's like about New Day,
King of Swing.
the King of Swing, yeah, Swing.
That's another thing too. The spot that they did Cesaro and Nakamura did, where Cesaro did the swing and Nakamura hit him with like a kick, like a low drop kick or whatever. Gave me vibes of Cesaro and Tyson Kidd from 2015. I was like, oh shit. That's a cool little callback there.
And guys, we are passing the best shawarma place right here, 2 for 1.
That's not the only thing we'll be passing shortly. Actually, I think we already passed it. There's I've never been to it. There's this place called Big Mo's that has nitrogen ice cream.
What?
Oh, dude, that sounds great.
I know. I wish I could try it.
It's probably expensive.
Oh yeah, but I know they tried at least once just so I could say we did it.
Let's do it.
It's honey cream or something. Honey and cream.
Whatever. But like I'm saying, for the tag team concept for Cesaro and Nakamura, I don't think they're gonna hold it that long. Maybe like a couple months, and that's it. They're gonna go back to the game.
Yeah, maybe. Right here, guys, there's a plaza. I think it's gone now, but this plaza here we're passing by had a temp job place that I did. Like my very first ever job was I went here, and then they got me a job somewhere down. I think it was somewhere down along McCowan.
And the building to your right, guys, is Troublemaker's former home.
Yeah. That's a nice little.
2155.
Yeah, I remember that.
Former home?
Yeah.
Oh,
As
wow.
I wasn't here often, but there was a lot of memories here.
Yeah. Wasn't there the one time that y'all burst through my, y'all came walking into the hallways, caught me on the playground?
Did that happen?
Maybe it happened once or twice.
I don't
A
know.
lot of things happened.
I don't know. Yeah, a lot of memories there. Like the time we all went. I think I came to your place and then we all went to see a movie or something with Chris.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was some fun times. So we had the new tag team champions. Okay, now we come to, and this is kind of cheesed me off. We're supposed to have a U.S. title match, MVP versus Apollo, but apparently Apollo was still injured, in quotation marks, because I don't know if he's actually legit injured. And so they basically, nothing even happened. MVP just declared himself the winner by forfeit, and then he and Lashley just took off. So I was expecting, like, I don't know, maybe Ricochet to come out or something.
Well,
Me too.
you check now.
No,
he's
technically not.
really.
Technically, he's not.
Technically not, but the ref or whatever called it.
Yeah, kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do?
See, the true horror show is living in a false reality because you're not happy with your own, and that's what MVP is facing right now. That's real horror.
Speaking of horror show, I would think that this should be a better show for October, not July.
That's what I thought. Yeah, like Halloween. Yeah.
Like make Hell in a Cell the horror show or something.
All right.
Stupid.
I was happy that it was like that though. It reminded me of me running my own event, Halloween Heroes.
Oh yeah, that happened like 3 years ago, I think now.
Yeah, and I couldn't attend because I had to fucking work. Bastards.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah.
I booked it off, and they're like, "No, I'm sorry, you can't have that day off. You have to work it." Like, go fuck yourself. I was like thinking to myself, like, go fuck yourself. Like, so I ended up working it, and I missed you guys' thing. I had to thank you.
Don't worry, man. There's gonna be others.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's
Eventually.
another one because this time my freedom is there.
I got you.
Like I can go wherever I want. So. make, like, let's say, tomorrow you make a concert, whatever, let's say.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Out there.
Yeah, we'll have it in the park. We'll have it in the park.
I'm
Yeah,
just
really.
throwing it out there. If the COVID-19 didn't happen,
Yeah.
Daniel had a show tomorrow, I would be able to attend.
Well, obviously, because you're not even working anymore.
Exactly. I'm currently looking for another cart job, buggy job, but nobody obviously is hiring because they're all fucking idiots and they're
Doesn't ODSB help you find a job?
ODSB is supposed to help them find a job, but they haven't even got a whole team yet.
Wow.
Well, at least you're still making some money.
Yeah.
Due to the COVID-19, all of their ODSP offices and Charter Community Living offices
Yeah.
are currently closed.
ODSB's open again. I just
ODSP is only open for intake,
Yeah.
to hand in papers to worker and get
Oh.
the fuck out.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Anyway,
They're not
guys,
there for appointments or nothing. Just paper in, paper out.
Yeah.
Drop your shit. Drop off shit.
If you are feeling how Shadow Kid's feeling, leave a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave a comment, man. Leave a nice long comment for D-Man
That'll
and
be
Sam to look at.
that would be the day. I've had like I don't know how many videos posted so far, no comments on any of them. Anyway, I digress. Let's keep things
Let's
moving
continue
along
on
here
with the-
because this is gonna probably be a little shorter than most of them since because Lawrence doesn't stretch all that far. So guys, eye for an eye. We thought it was all gonna be a cinematic match, but no, apparently it was live.
It was live. Yeah.
That was crazy. So yeah, they go on a lot of back and forth. That brings out this huge fucking. I think it was like a wrench or something. That was weird. I don't know how he was expecting to get Ray's eye out with that thing, but anyway. So yeah, some nice back and forth and some callbacks to the spot that started this whole thing with Seth trying to put Ray's eye to the stairs and vice versa and stuff. But then Seth finally succeeds and he gets Ray's quote unquote eye out. And I didn't even see it. Like I didn't see the eye anywhere, but I guess Ray was holding it or whatever. And then you
That's
see,
what
yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly what it looked like from the one camera angle. It looks like Ray was holding his eye.
Yeah, well, I didn't initially see that, but yes, I saw it after. But and then you see Seth legit blow chunks. Oh my god!
Yeah, he yacked, bro.
I know. I like if all I could think of was back. If you guys ever watched that movie Beyond the Mat, came out in like '99 or whatever. That was funny. It's like all I could think of was that whole segment with Vince McMahon's like, he's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. You go back and watch that scene. That's freaking hilarious.
One of my favorite things Vince ever said was, "Oh man, that's gotta be Kane."
Yeah, that was a classic call too. No, this was like in the WWE office of Vince because he was hiring. You guys remember Draws?
I remember.
Yeah, when he initially hired him, he was going to call him Puke, and that was his gimmick, is he could puke on command, and that was kind of reminded me of like what Seth Rollins was doing.
I see.
But yeah, so that was a crazy eye for an eye match. What did you guys think of it?
It was okay.
Wasn't anything spectacular. It was just really, really hardcore.
You know what? I was gonna say, like, I liked it a lot. Plus, me sitting there watching this transpire, I'm like, is this even legal, man? Like, you are permanently going to destroy someone's life.
I got an idea. Go down Scarborough Golf Club Road.
Okay.
So, yeah, it just shocked me, man. So,
Right or left?
Right.
Right.
That match was highly entertaining to me. I hope that it never happens again. Yeah, because again, like, I don't know how they let that one slip right through the cracks, but that should not even be legal. Like, that
I
match should be
know.
outlawed.
So anyway, guys, I just came up with an idea. We're going to take a little detour so we can extend this a little bit. So here we're going down Scarborough Golf Club Road, which is a really chill street, in my opinion.
Oh, and speaking of that on Scarborough Golf Club Road here, down at the other end of this street here, There's a golf course.
Well, it's down by that end, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there's a golf course down here, and I didn't realize it until after my mom and dad told me about the golf course.
Well, I mean, I guess there was a reason that they call it Scarborough Golf Club Road.
Well, that could be one thing. But for Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio in that eye for an eye match, I kind of thought, like, okay, are they going to use like a fake eye, or are they going to actually pop up their real eye?
Well, obviously it was a fake eye.
Obviously, it's probably a fake eye anyway, but
I remember us talking about this last week, you know, and how we were like how are they even gonna pull this off?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
all
Like,
that sort of stuff.
like eye for an eye match. Like, I'm thinking someone's gonna get either put off on TV for a while because they got their eye pulled out, so they're gonna have to re-stitch it back in or something, or what's gonna happen. But now Rey Mysterio's already he lost the match, obviously, and where is he gonna go now from here? Is he gonna go to AEW? Is he gonna go to TNA, or is he gonna still have his contract with WWE and come back to Big Rollins again?
You signed a contract? Yeah, maybe.
We don't even know what's going to happen. I would love to see him in AEW, actually, because there's a lot of high flyers in there. WWE ring and AEW ring there, and Cody Rhodes wouldn't mind having another small partner like that.
Yeah.
Because speaking of which, and being in the
Hang a
champ
left.
probably remembers this person on AEW wrestling, former WWE SmackDown. Okay, Vicky Guerrero was actually on
I saw that.
AEW.
I saw
and
that,
She
yeah.
actually said, "Excuse me."
I
saw that.
I saw
That was hilarious.
the same night that Jack Swagger read the poem.
Yes. I was like watching that. I was like, "What?
Hashtag Jack Swagger's America.
What?" And I was like, "What? Vicky Guerrero on AEW?"
Right at the light.
All right.
Jesus. What's going on?
So, what else happened? I know we had the Raw Women's title match, Asuka versus Sasha.
Now,
And-
that was a match.
Here's how I saw it being described, and I could not agree with it more. It was an NXT match with a WWE finish. Now, what that means is that the match itself was NXT quality. It was like a really good match, but the finish was typical WWE with that stupid overbooking with Bayley coming in as the quote unquote referee after Asuka accidentally spit miss in the ref's eyes, so he's out. And then Bayley comes in, puts the ref shirt on over the belt. She's still wearing her belt. And then she counts the 1, 2, 3 for Sasha. So even though I don't know what they're gonna do. They're probably just gonna throw the whole thing out. Apparently, Kyrie's leaving after this week. They taped another match between her and Bayley. I think it was for the SmackDown title, but I'm not sure. But they taped the match between her and Bayley, but after that, that's pretty much over.
Oh wow, this class is old.
I know. By the way, guys, I should have mentioned earlier, but I was busy doing this. We're driving through the Guild right now. It's a pretty cool place out here in
Yeah.
Scarborough. But
Oh, man.
anyway, guys, let's. So, did you guys watch that women's title match? I know you did. You said you did, Trouble.
Yes, I did. Now that match was very competitive.
It was. It was a great match.
You know what I noticed, and even Crazy Dave said this. All the matches were genuinely good. They just all had bad endings.
Right?
And you know, to be honest with you, to be fair, that's not too far off from the truth. Like, this ending was horrible, and also, like, if we're gonna talk about what happened on Raw in regards to this, I need to hear exactly what you got to say about it, because to be honest with you, the pay-per-view was great, but I don't follow up on Raw too much because I'm more interested in SmackDown, to be honest. So I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about Raw and what happened with this. But I'm telling you, that green mist from the belt battles, like, oh geez, man. Oh, and also if Kyrie King is
Kyrie Sane.
Kyrie Sane.
Kyrie Kane.
Kyrie
Whatever.
Sane.
Kyrie something. Whatever.
My bad, girl. My bad.
You put some
Yeah.
respect on that.
Full show. My bad, Kyrie. What I was gonna say was
That's a fair book.
if
Yeah,
you
keep
was
going.
dipping, I was gonna say I feel like you're gonna come back for one or two times, and you're probably gonna give us a really good show with Oscar, potentially like a WrestleMania match or something. You guys are just gonna tear the house down in competitiveness. That's what I feel.
Yeah, it's too bad. I don't think we're getting that now. All right, so this was quite an interesting match, but probably not for the reasons you think that I'm thinking of. It was Dolph Ziggler going one-on-one with Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship in an Extreme Rules, but only for Dolph. No countouts, no disqualifications, but only for Dolph. And if Drew got disqualified or counted out, he would lose the WWE title. Now, I find this interesting because even though Dolph literally had the deck stacked in his favor to the point where there was no possible way he should have lost, I still knew he was going to lose. I still knew he was going to lose. And that says a lot about WWE's booking of somebody where like you know that even though they've stacked the deck in their favor so heavily that they're still going to lose the match because that's just how they've been booked. And another thing I found interesting about that is for some reason Dolph Ziggler's getting a rematch against Drew McIntyre. Now, I don't know if that's next week or if that's at SummerSlam or what's going on with that. But, yeah, I don't understand that. Because Brock Lesnar didn't get a rematch, but she's a part-timer. Okay, fine. Seth Rollins, even though he acted like winning the title was paramount to him, like it was the only thing he ever wanted to do was win the WWE title to rule over Raw. Suddenly, as soon as he loses to Drew McIntyre, it's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to feud with Rey Mysterio now, kind of thing. And then Bobby Lashley, even though he was acting like winning a WWE title was really important to him, as soon as he lost, he's like, nah, I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna help MVP feud with Apollo Crews over the U.S. title. But Dolph Ziggler, for some reason, gets the rematch. Do any of you think you can maybe explain that to me?
Dolph Ziggler for all I teach. Hashtag Spirit Squad. Hashtag Spirit Squad.
Wait, okay, so can you tell me when was this decided?
On Raw, apparently.
Okay, because there was a Twitter poll that went out that goes, who do you think should fight McIntyre next for the title? So maybe a lot of the responses on that thing was Dolph. I for one, I went the opposite direction to something that might not happen at all, but I said Dexter Lewis.
I mean, he's still in NXT, so.
I don't care, man. That guy, serial killer vibes.
Yeah.
I don't think Dolph deserves an unopposed shot.
No, like, of all the people.
After all, like, look how many times Dolph Ziggler tried to get that WWE title, and yet he's failing.
Exactly, and that's why I knew.
Failure.
And that's why I knew, even when, like I said, he had all the odds in his favor, I still knew he was going to lose.
Which is kind of odd.
Right.
Very
It's beyond me as to why he's getting
Yeah, I know. It looks like the rain's picking up again a little bit. Yeah. Did any of you actually think Ziggler stood a chance of winning, though?
Nope.
No?
I
Yeah, me
didn't say
neither.
no chance of Ziggler winning at all.
Even when hearing all the stipulation.
Star's gonna win all the whole time.
You see, I follow the WWE formula, right? And what that tells me is a lot of people that are champions that tend to have like a good vibe with the crowd. They're just gonna be put in very odd matches to win. A great example is John Cena. Another good example, I think, was JBL. Even though he had a negative vibe with the crowd, he still didn't lose that belt for anything. So yeah, that belt's not really going anywhere anytime soon. Why is there so many cops in?
Well, it's the area this is.
Oh, this is why Uber Eats never delivered to.
Their station is just down there, 43.
Yeah, it's down Lawrence. Which honestly we would have kept doing, but I felt like it would probably have been too short. We would have had to cut stuff short, maybe. But
Well, we did a lot of area tonight.
yeah, no kidding. So yeah, and so last but not least, unless I'm missing something, which I'm pretty sure I'm not.
I gotta state something.
What?
What the hell happened to the barroom brawl?
That was booked for SmackDown apparently
Really?
this week. Yeah, I don't know why either. That's what WWE does. I think they're just doing it to like try to boost ratings.
Okay. Also, the other thing was maybe the reason I thought it never happened. My personal opinion, I didn't even know it was SmackDown. They couldn't find a bar that would let them film.
True.
Social distancing.
That's true. Yeah. Well, it depends. I guess they would just like have it empty or whatever. I would think that could have been a cinematic match,
It should be a something.
something like
Yeah,
that.
now
But
get-
speaking of cinematic matches, but before we do that, I just want to let you guys know we're passing through a really nice park, Morningside
Yes.
Park.
Very
It's
nice.
it's a big wide open area. You can go biking, you can play catch, you can there's a few barbecue pits.
Oh, there's more than just a few there, buddy. Boy, there's tons.
This is where Summer
kids
Meltdown
park.
went down.
Yeah, there's a kids park, there's a splash pad, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I was there.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, that was pretty interesting, to say the least. So we have
The
a
final match. Let's get to the final match. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman.
in a swamp
And
match.
a swamp match. And Bray Wyatt ended up winning
Woo!
the swamp match.
Did he
Which
though?
is funny.
Oh
Did he
yeah.
though?
Okay, yo.
That ending seemed really ambiguous.
Okay, Brandon's gotta talk about this before I even step in the door.
Before he steps in and says Bray Wyatt's the champ.
No, it was an on-title match.
I know it was not a match.
Which
but Bray Wyatt-
which explains why they had that ending, I guess. But no, see, I don't understand. Like, who actually won? Like, here's the thing. Like, there was no way of telling how you were supposed to win a swamp match. First of all, so it's kind of like Firefly Funhouse in that respect. But
I didn't get the concept either. So.
at the like you see Braun, he threw Bray Wyatt in the lake, and then he said it's over, and then you had the lower graphic, whatever, like the end of the show bumper or whatever,
Oh, that tripped me out. I got triggered with that.
said it's over, and then all of a sudden you see Braun get pulled down, and the Fiend reemerged, which that was pretty obvious, but so like I said, I don't know who actually won. Like, it doesn't really matter to me either way, but I'd like at least an answer. I mean, we'll get one on SmackDown, who knows? But
Well,
there's
we
no.
know who exactly won, anyways.
Do we know? Do we know who won? I don't. I'm so
Well-
confused.
Well, it's obviously, I'm sorry that I had to break this to you, but the internet, I don't know if the internet's true or false or whatever, but it does say right on the internet that Bray Wyatt actually beat Braun Strowman in a swamp.
I mean, okay, I can live with that, but I don't know how that. I don't know how that actually works.
I don't know how that even comes through anyway. How do you win in a swamp match?
Exactly,
How
that's
do you
my
win
point.
In a fire,
That's what I'm so confused about.
the
Like,
funhouse match or whatever.
who actually won? Like, how do you determine how somebody won or lost? Like, okay, if you want to, if it's like sort of like, if it's like last man standing kind of thing, where like you're the last person to like be conscious or whatever, then okay, fine, yeah, I guess you could say Bray Wyatt won. But we see Braun Strowman, he threw Bray Wyatt in the lake. You want to get over this is a turn only lane. You see Braun Strowman get thrown in the lake, or Bray Wyatt gets thrown on a lake, Braun Strowman's there like, oh yeah, it's over now. And then literally the show is about to go off the air, and then you see Bray Wyatt pull Braun Strowman down and the Fiend reemerge. So did that count as Bray Wyatt the winner? Like, who the hell even know? I don't even know. Again, it doesn't matter to me. It's not a title match anyway, but it doesn't matter to me who won or lost. I just like to know. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Did you watch that convoluted mess there, Brent?
Yes, I did. You basically said everything. You took the words out of my mouth. It was weird, but at the same time, it was good. It was like watching a horror movie.
Although I will say they're getting a little, they're going a little overboard in the cinematic matches, honestly.
Well, they've got nothing else to do.
Well, maybe, but
what do you want them to do? Like, there's no live crowd. Well, they have their fucking.
Okay, but I mean, they've had one every pay-per-view since WrestleMania, and they had 2 on that pay-per-view. Yeah. The Firefly Funhouse match and the.
Wait until SummerSlam. They'll probably have like 3.
Oh my god. That's what I'd like to know. Okay, Daniel, you want to talk about this?
Oh man, okay. I don't even know where to start, but I'm gonna start like this. So you have my hero, my lover, Bray Wyatt, up in that piece, dog, versus the monster, the black sheep of the family.
You're right in the middle of the lane, eh?
Bro. Okay? And so like he's coming back home and all that. I felt like we were watching torture porn on that chain up part. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember that.
You know, when Bray Wyatt's talking about the human race and how him and Braun can be gods and people will bow to them and all that stuff.
That reminds me, what was that with Alexa Bliss, Sister Abigail?
Oh, okay, so that's not Sister Abigail. Here's the thing. So it was a play-on-play because Braun probably has, like, you know, I guess the storyline's trying to tell us that Braun probably has his crush on Alexa. Cool. Also, Alexa's perfect for that role, if that is true, because she's a huge horror fan, has an infatuation with horror movies. Pay attention to Halloween a year or 2 ago. She came out as Miss Krueger or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yo. So.
Oh shit! Water main burst.
She styles.
Ouch.
She styles proud.
Hashtag ouch.
So yeah, some people, there were talks on the internet a little bit. Oh, shouldn't that be like Nikki Cross or something? You know, and I understand where that's coming from because of Nikki's affiliations with her former NXT stable and stuff like that.
I don't need to turn.
I just want to.
Yeah, but
Unless
Alexa,
you want us to go straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexa is definitely like a key holder on that platform. Everything was very appropriate and theatrical for the settings.
Yeah.
Now, when it boils down to who won, and the internet is claiming the victory of Bray Wyatt, I like that statement, but I also see where you're coming from. So, if I had to make up a rule as to who won, I guess let's say it's almost like a last man standing match. Can you keep your opponent in the swamp for 10 seconds or more? So with the Fiend emerging, maybe he did win. You know, I'm not entirely sure. But the Fiend emerging is telling me that this is going to be a SummerSlam build-up.
Turn right at the string here.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And we're going to see something along the lines of maybe just a normal match between the Fiend and Strowman for the title. And if that is the case, I'm in hopes that the Fiend, you know, he wins, right? That's what I'm voting for. But this match was so special. I liked every bit of it. It was dark. It was creepy. I think you saw glimpses of, like, Luke Harper.
No, that was, yeah, there was representing Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Yeah. You know, and then I don't know who the hell that guy was that got set on fire. Who the hell was that?
I don't know, some rando guy.
Right.
I heard he's a trainee or something.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, man, this stuff was just potent and exciting, and that's what I really liked about this match. So the ending's a little bit of a classic horror movie ending, like, you know, evil never dies. You know, like
I think it's it's sucked here
or something like that. But I will tell you, they say all bad things happen in threes, right?
Yeah.
So there are 3 things that happened at Extreme Rules that were the first ever. So obviously the swamp match, obviously the eye for the eye, but that stipulation between Seth and McIntyre,
Yeah.
that was the first ever time that stipulation was drawn out to that extent. So those are the, whoever did the writing on this show, let me tell you that they definitely put some sorcery up in that piece. Also, shout out Villain, who made the assumption that Bray Wyatt paid tribute to one of the characters in the House of 1,000 Corpses with the mad scientist werewolf promo thing.
Oh yeah, that was another thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the horror show was really cool. I would like to just also add that as the horror show was going on, I did jump on Twitter and I did tweet that I tweeted Boogeyman and Gangrel, and I said, and I tweeted WWE Universe, and I pretty much stated the next year running the horror show, I think you guys should include cameos from Gangrel and Boogeyman. Bloodbaths plus worms equals eyes with hearts in them. And then I also tweeted ICP that they should also be part of the horror show next year. That'd be solid. These are appropriate characters for this type of event.
Well, if they even do another horror show this year.
We're next, yeah.
Anyway, guys, you've been wondering where we've been driving this last few minutes. This is what's known as Morningside Heights.
Yes.
It's a really, as you can see, it's a really posh area. It's got like a bunch of townhouses and stuff.
Townhouses and condos.
Now, bitches and hoes. So the last thing I'd like to say is shout out Boogeyman for retweeting me and liking my tweet. Man, that made my whole night. I love you, Boogeyman. I got 2 of your T-shirts. I love you so much.
What?
Yeah, I got 2 Boogeyman T-shirts.
Wow.
Yeah, one of them glows in the dark.
Yeah,
Wow.
man, I want to get one of those fucking. I was trying to find a Boogeyman fucking T-shirt.
Should
I
have
want to
tried
get
to
the
get
one where he ate worms.
Should have tried to get him when he was still a member of the active roster, because
Oh,
those are a lot
no.
harder to come by now.
Boogeyman, whoop whoop.
I know there's a lot of shirts I wish I had for WWE, but I couldn't get them because I was either too young or my parents didn't have the money to afford it. Like for example, I wanted like the Gangrel, I wanted freaking Al Snow shirt.
Was there a Gangrel shirt?
Yeah, there's Gangrel shirts.
Oh, that's so cool. I never knew that.
There's Gangrel shirts, there's Al Snow shirts, there was freaking.
I would have loved a Gangrel shirt.
I wanted Marksman and Savage.
Ooh, yeah, I did, Macho Man.
Yeah.
So pretty much that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you for allowing me to speak on that, man.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait for SmackDown. That's what I'm saying, dog. Whoop, whoop.
Alright, guys, so we're pretty much, as soon as we get to the end of the street here, it's pretty much going to end it off. I just have one last thing that I want to talk about real quick, I got to complain about, and that's the fact that I've been doing these for a long time, but nobody ever seems to watch through even like half of it. It's like, I look at the analytics and I see it's like maybe 3 or 4 minutes tops. It's starting to annoy me a little bit. Like, I get it, you guys, no, I know you do, but I'm saying, like, I get a lot of views, but it says the average view time is only like a few minutes. Like, what do you get? Like, I get it, but it's something to do, right, guys? Something for you guys to watch for like 40 minutes, or just have it on the background or something. I'm don't get me wrong, I'm appreciative if you guys click onto it, but
Watch more of this content.
yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna get on my sharing game for you, man.
I share always on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my sharing game for you for sure.
Okay, appreciate that. All right, guys, so we're here up at Steele's, and this is as good a spot as any I can think of to end it off. So thank you so much for watching, however long you did watch for, and we'll see you again soon. Peace out.
Whoop.